groups in their classes. But I would like to address a few aspects here, particularly for the parents. Because I don't know how many times the parents would visit the campus again. Though we do conduct 2 parent meetings with teachers in every semester. You know, I think with about 40 years of teaching experience, you know, having seen a large number of batches graduated from the annals of various colleges where I have worked, including both India and abroad, I think I am reasonably qualified enough to give some advice to the parents. I am also a parent. You know, both my daughters graduated with bachelors in computer science, have done their masters in computer science abroad and are settled well in the US. And that also adds another probably a little bit of more qualification to advise the parents. Parents usually think, you know, admitting their ward in engineering college, the college would take care for the rest of the 4 years. That's the attitude normally parents have it. Well, it is possible that we do take care of them. In fact, we do. And we have been doing it. And that's our job. In fact, we call it as a calling. God has called us to nurture the students and ensure they succeed in their professional life as well as in their personal life too. But our effort alone doesn't give any guarantee. Your efforts are equally important to ensure your ward does well, not only during engineering, but also subsequently for the rest of their lives. In fact, let me tell you a few things here. We do send the attendance of your ward every day. It may probably take about a week or so to, upload their names and then start sending it. I am sure it would happen from the 27th of this month. Please do check your ward's attendance and question them if they have missed a single class. Your priority should be to ensure your son or daughter never misses a class or college. I just tell you, recently I had a class on Friday, with second year CSC students. To my surprise, shock rather, it's probably about 1/3 of the students only were present. The reason they say is Varanakshmi Vrata. That in my opinion is ridiculous. The student's job is to attend the class. The parent's job is to ensure the student leaves home to attend the class in time. After all, at the end of the day, you will enjoy the fruits of it. And it is the responsibility of the parents to ensure that. And also, let them choose their friends. The friend circle should be so outstanding that your word doesn't go astray. My father used to tell me that, Nana, you may not be a great student, that's okay. But your friend circle is so outstanding. I'm sure you won't go astray. And I don't think I became an astray, The very fact that I'm in front of you addressing you all, heading this institution, I think I can claim that I didn't go astray. The friend circle is important. And you also need to ensure your ward's friends visit your place, interact with them. I did that. My dad did that. These things go a long way in shaping the future of your ward. That will also tell you what sort of friends he has got, what is their outlook. And you also probably make more friends because their parents also become your family members in due course of time. Your network will increase. Please make sure your wards, they also make a good network here, a network of support for the rest of their lives. These 4 years here are so critical in shaping one's future that calls for not just textbook reading, but also participating in various activities. And you need to support them in that. My suggestion to the parents could be, or is, in the evening, have dinner with them. Just ask them what they have done in the college, what the others have been doing, their friends. Probably that's a good time to exchange some views, knowing about what your ward is doing. You also share what's happened in your office, what you have done. Treat your child as a friend now. They are at the peak of their adolescent age. You all know adolescent age, that's a rebellious age. You don't treat them like kids. Treat them like friends. But at the same time, tell them what is good and what is bad. Let them choose it. Monitor that, what they are doing. Giving a cell phone and laptop to them, it is okay. That's needed today. But ensure they don't spend all their time on the laptop and as well as on the cell phone. Let them read everything under the sun that increases their horizon. Facilitate your word to speak to an anthropologist, an anthropology, wherein your word discusses about anthropology with an anthropologist at a length of at least half an hour. That's the kind of reading your word needs to give. Everything under the sun. They should improve their vocabulary, their reading comprehension levels, ability to articulate, ability to think critically, ethics, integrity, honesty. If you tell your word not to speak lies, and if you tell him when somebody calls you, or tell them I am not at home. then the very purpose is defeated. Professional ethics are as important as their grades. I don't know how many of the parents have read the letter written by Abraham Lincoln to his son's teacher. The letter's one quote, teach my son if you can. It is far more honorable to fail in school than to cheat and pass. Teach my son if you can. $1 earned is of far more value than £5. And if you have not read the letter, it is not too late. As the saying goes, better late than never. Please type it up in Google. Abraham Lincoln's son's letter to his son's teacher. You will find that. It's a letter that's, any number of times one should be able to read it, and one should read it. I think these are very important. He also says, let him sell his brain and brawn to the highest bidder, but never to put a price tag on his heart and soul. They are so dear to us, our heart and soul. We can never put a price tag on our heart and soul. None of us do it, and you have done it earlier. Same is the case with you and your kids too. We have adequate opportunities here. There are umpteen number of student clubs, probably about 15 or 20 clubs, 20 plus clubs if I remember correctly. Each year some new club comes into picture. They conduct some activities. They should participate in all these activities. These 4 years are the time they learn a lot. And let them not waste these 4 years. It's a beautiful campus we have. They should come and spend as much time as possible. When I was a student in engineering college, even on Sundays we used to go to the college, spend some time in the library, in the canteen, in the sports room there, in the games room rather. I think parents should ensure their wards participate in as many activities as possible so that your ward does well. At the end of the day, you are the ones who would enjoy the fruits of the success of your ward. We have 20 students allocated to a mentor. Sometimes it is 16 to 18 itself. Because when we have around some 10 sections for example, we have 8 sections of CSE, 480 students. We have divided them into 10 sections. Just to ensure, the interaction with the student is improved. Instead of 60 students per section, we'll have only 48. That was the philosophy. When you have 180 students in cyber security, we divide them into 4 sections. Instead of 60 in one, we make it 45 in one. When you reduce the strength by 1/4, obviously, the interaction with the teacher for the student would be much improved one. And of course, it costs the college a lot of money. And we have been spending that money. It is for the parents to advise their wards utilize this sort of opportunities. I don't see any other college doing this kind of 45 students or 48 students per section. At least not in Twin Cities. I don't know about other places. I know there are classes with 66, 70 and all that elsewhere. But we believe in providing quality education that facilitates transformation of the student. Our motto itself is, it's an education process improvement center. We call it as an epicenter for transformation. My advice to the parents is, please speak to your students' mentor and text them. They will provide cell numbers. Don't call them unnecessarily, but text them and inquire about your ward's performance more frequently. Thank you. Thank you for reposing your faith in our college once again. And I only hope that you would also take up the onus of responsibility as much as we do in shaping the future of your ward. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Today, we have with us Ms. D. Sri Sai Saujanya, who bagged a 46 lakh per annum package with Amazon. It's a proud moment for not only the parents, but also for the college. I invite Saujanya to share her insights on the achievement.
Check. Good morning, everyone. I think I can call it good morning. Very excited to see all of you. Firstly, bright kids, I would say. I'm 2 to 3 or 4 years elder to each one of you, probably. I was at the same place online, sitting here 4 years ago, approximately, I would call, and I was attending the orientation session online, and I was equally excited to see what the college has to offer to me, and 4 years later I'm here, and now I'm wondering what I can offer back to the college. So I think that's how the tables turn. Initially you expect something from the college and then you want to give something to your college. Before I start speaking, I would like to first introduce myself. I'm Saujanya. I just graduated yesterday. I am from CSE department, and I would like to thank Gitanjali College Management, Chairman Sir Ravindra Reddy Sir, Principal Uday Kumar sir, and CSC HOD ma'am, Sri Lakshmi ma'am, and every other lecturer and everybody else who's here along with the parents and juniors, I would call you all. Looking forward to seeing what all you achieve. I have some things to communicate with you. I think we are all peers, even though I'm a little elder to you. I think I can share 1 to 2 insights or things that I have running in my mind right now. Firstly, respect your lecturers. Everybody is going to tell you what you have to learn, what you have to prepare, how you can the XYZ job, or how you can crack so and so thing and become an entrepreneur. And of course, your parents will tell you respect your elders. I would suggest and stress this enough, respect your lecturers, friends. It is very, very important. Knowledge is going to come, but this is something that has to come from within. No matter how many people around you tell you to respect them, you might not do it unless that comes from within. I have a lot of lecturers who are not just elder to me, but are also great friends of mine. I can see Uma ma'am, whenever I'm coming to college, I am on the bus, ma'am randomly comes somewhere from the side and her vehicle stops by in some traffic. We wave at each other and smile uh, like we are doing now. And a lot of other lecturers, they're equally kind. I can name each one of them. They are kind towards you, and I hope you can give back the same respect to them. Whenever you see them, just wish them, just be nice to them, don't irritate them in your classes. I know a lot of you are going to label me nerd for what I just said, but go ahead, do that, but this is something I wanted to say. Next, as Principal Sir told, having a goal is not enough. You have to work towards it. Again, it sounds like a motivation speech, but no, guys, it's the truth. Once you pass the college, I mean, pass out from the college and complete your graduation, I don't want each one of you to regret. I wish I had done that. I wish I had worked hard back then because competition is quite huge outside. People from different colleges are going to come along with you, compete, and it can be daunting. And the only thing that can give you real confidence, not fake confidence, is your capability, your skills, and everything that you have built in the 4 years here. Saying that, having said that, I would say have fun, make friends. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're scattered now, but I'm telling you, the friend you're going to sit with in your graduation is somewhere around you. Not meet you now, but yes, you're going to find out some friends and cherish those friendships in the rest of your life. Form good bonds, bond together, make friends who also have similar goals, sit together, work hard. Celebrate, do not compare your friends and do set up a new. That's completely fine, guys. You are all together. One succeeding is same as you succeeding. Celebrate, do not get jealous, do not trouble each other. A lot of people will also try to bring you down. Have your friends, you're strong enough, have that chain, have that bond. These are like the major things, and rest, all the knowledge is going to be given to you by the college, by the lecturers, by the principal sir. They are all walking inspirations for you every day. I'm not trying to say this because somebody has told me to say this. I genuinely mean it from the core of my heart. Just like all the time, enjoy your time, this time is not going to come back. You're not going to be 18, 19, 20, 21 again. Have fun, work hard, make your own identity, and another important thing, just because someone tells you that this is the most important thing and you should achieve this, don't do that. Give it a thought, take every suggestion that comes from literally everybody around you, think about it, wonder if it's meant for you, think if it's right or not, everything, a new habit you're building, a new career idea you have, anybody's suggestion, anything, think it through. Just don't go blindly and then be like, oh, I could have given it a double thought. This is something that I didn't think of before. And in the first initial months of first year, explore everything. Explore everything. When I was in my first year, I did digital art, I did video editing, I did graphic designing, and then I started coding. Do everything. Be a jack of all trades. It is very, very important to go back to your hobbies and help to relieve your stress from work. That's something that will give you happiness apart from your friends and family. And these are the major things I think I can tell you. Excited to see you all. You all can achieve far more better things. Keep an eye on the opportunities around you, and once you see anything, just grab it with an eagle claw and don't let anybody take that away from you. Have that excitement, have that curious mindset that you had when you were a kid and asking your parents, what is that? What is it? Why are you doing this? Have that, that's very, very important. That will keep you happy, keep you different. I think that will give you a unique identity among others. And yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. I'm very excited to see you have my juniors. Finally, I'm a senior. I get to see juniors who are younger to me. And you can drop in an email or message to me or via LinkedIn, connect with me for anything. We are seniors and juniors, and we have to help each other out. Very excited, that's it. I hope now I see you're all quite bright, beautiful, pretty faces. 4 years later, I hope your parents also have the same faces, feeling proud with a heavy chest saying, my son did this, my daughter did this. And don't let somebody tell you that getting so and so thing is the success. Define your own success. Maybe starting a company of your own could be your own sort of success, or getting an ex-LPA job could be your sort of success. Nobody should define you what's fun for you, what's success for you. Do what you want, be happy, enjoy life. It's just this one life that we have, and live it to the fullest. Thank you.
Thank you, Saujanya. I'm sure we'll all emulate you. As a token of appreciation, the management wishes to acknowledge Saujanya's efforts by presenting a gift. I request our chairman, sir, principal, sir, and our guest to present the gift. A huge congrats to Saujanya's parents, Mr. Maruti Rao and Mrs. Vasanti.
If I'm permitted, I would like to call Saujanya father who is sitting in the audience. Sir, can you please join? Saujanya's father.
Mr. Maruti Rao, please come on to the dais, sir. Thank you, our role model. We are proud of you.
Continuing with department's introduction, we would like to introduce the department that deals with battling cybercrimes like morphing, deepfakes, honey traps, and banking frauds. The department that teaches various programming techniques to deal with real-life problems. Let's introduce the Department of CSE Cybersecurity.
The program in CSECS is headed by Dr. G. Kalyani with 19 years of teaching and research experience. There are 5 doctorates and a total of 21 faculty members in this department. Thank you, ma'am.
The current time observes an increase in population and the need for efficient data visualization, predictive analysis, and fraud detection. It's also important to maintain data integrity. CSC data science plays a vital role to keep up with globalization of industries and handling big data.
The program in CSEDS is headed by Dr. L. Kiran Kumar Reddy with 22 years of teaching and research experience. There are 4 doctorates and a total of 25 faculty members in this department. Thank you, sir. We now hand over to Yashika and Solomon for the rest of the program.
Thank you, Abhishek and Yashaswini.
Let's continue introducing the remaining departments. We now bring to you the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. The EEE engineers work at the forefront of practical technology, improving the devices and systems we use every day.
From solar energy systems to mobile phones, they innovate to meet society's communication, tech, and energy needs.
The Department of EEE is headed by Dr. Radhika Dora, who has 24 years of teaching and research experience. There are 3 doctorates and a total of 19 faculty members in the department. Thank you, ma'am.
We welcome you to the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, where we turn circuits to magic and signals into success. From decoding the mysteries of 5G to cracking the code of AI, our labs are playgrounds for techies. We make tech dreams a reality, one microchip at a time. The Department of ECE is headed by Dr. G. Srilakshmi with 24 years of experience in teaching and research. There are 12 doctorates and 42 faculty members in the department. Thank you, ma'am.
Before I invite the founder of Gitanjali, Mr. G.R. Ravinder Reddy, to address the gathering, we would like to introduce Sir to you.
Mr. G.R. Ravinder Reddy's life is an inspiring story of a man who is an alumnus of NIT Warangal with BTech and MTech degree in civil engineering to his credit. Sir is an ex-IPS officer who had a satisfying and successful stint in the police department. In pursuit of excellence, Sir established Gitanjali College of Engineering and Technology. Welcome, sir.
Today's chief guest, Dr. Banu Prakash Reddy Garu, Principal, Dr. Uday Kumar, all the deans, faculty members, staff, parents, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. A very good morning. Good morning. I know it's warm, so warm morning also. At the outset, I would like to thank today's chief guest for being with us here. We've been chatting for some time. He's got great credentials, education-wise and even career-wise. He worked in the corporate, started a few companies, funded some companies, and is a great entrepreneur. So I'm very sure his words will be of great, great value to all of you who are starting a new career here at Geetanjali. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us here today. First of all, I would also like to thank all the parents and the students for choosing Geetanjali as their, I would say, maybe launch vehicle. I know how anxious most of the parents and maybe some of the students are today, because these 4 years are going to matter the most in the students' lives. Most of us, we come from a humble background, from middle class families, and maybe since the last decade or two, we have realized that it is only the education which can raise the status of any individual, be it social status, be it economic status, or anything. And pursuing engineering, I think, has become one of the easiest paths. So I know the parents have a lot of expectations on their wards, and they expect the college to realize their dreams. So all I just want to assure the parents is, we are aware of all these facts, and we in the sense, all the teachers here, it's mostly the teachers who do the job. They're all ready, geared up, and we'll do the best. But as principal was saying, even you need to do the best. If you look at Saujanya, I see her so mature, so mature. Getting 46 lakhs package per annum is not the only thing I consider as an achievement. I consider the value system in her more than that 46 lakhs package. She's just 21. She just graduated yesterday. And see the maturity of thought. What I liked is, she said, you set your own goal. The goal should not be 46 lakhs per annum, I'm telling you. If 46 lakhs per annum comes in the way, yes, it's definitely a great achievement. But your happiness will be different. But at the same time, I'm telling you, happiness comes with a responsibility. If, for instance, I say, playing cricket gives me happiness. Or somebody says, reading books gives me happiness. So can you just read books and play cricket and be done with life? No. You need success also. Success gives you happiness. Happiness also, in a way, may lead to success, because happiness gives that strength to become successful. But that does not mean that you need not work hard. You need not pursue something, work rigorously for that. Otherwise, the thing which you are thinking is happiness will not become the real joy of your life. So there's a lot of meaning in what Saujanya spoke. Just try to internally reflect upon that. Anyways, coming back to the orientation program, this program is mainly intended to tell you the ethos of the college, basically, to tell you what we have here in store. And we realize that all of you come from different backgrounds, be it socially, culturally, economically. And our endeavor is to put all of you on a level playing ground. And that is possible when all of you consider as equal. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. No, just because somebody has got more money and is coming in a car, or maybe somebody is speaking good English and you come from a rural background and you may not be able to speak good English, that does not mean that you are inferior to anyone here. have that gut feeling in yourself, yes, my circumstances were different. I'm going to nurture myself here in the next 4 years, and yes, I'm going to do well. So I think basically this orientation program is to tell these small things to you, and also to give a context to what engineering is. Engineering does not mean solving some equations or puzzles or some theorems or something like that. Engineering is meaningful only when you try to solve the real problems of the world, of the society. So start thinking in that direction, and maybe we try to orient you guys in that way. Principal has spoken enough of the college, but just a few glimpses. Nothing much about the infrastructure. You all, it's there for you all to see. Other than the labs or sports or transport, what you can see, we have also added hostel facility this time. But after 20 years, what we have to boast about is our teaching learning process. I think we are proud of that. We have standard operating procedures, and to implement these procedures, we have a dedicated, well-experienced faculty. We have close to 340 faculty members. All of them, of course, are postgraduates, and about 96 of them are doctorates. 96 of them are doctorates. We strongly believe in outcome-based education, experiential learning. I will not go in depth, you will keep learning about them. And because we believe in these things, I think we have got all the accreditations in time. Be it the NBA, be it the NAC, be it autonomous status, NIRF ranking, CSIRO, recognition, so many and so more. We have a lot of credentials to our credit. Not only this, we also encourage R&D in the college. We have executed a lot of R&D projects, centrally sponsored, got a lot of patents. The faculty members have got a lot of patents, and we are proud of the research environment also, though it requires a lot of improvement. When all these are in place, automatically the results show up, and that is how we are strong in placements. Of course, 2024, there was a kind of recession. Not many MNCs showed up, or even if they have shown up, they have taken lesser numbers. But nevertheless, we ensured about 1,400 placements even in 2024. So I think if you guys are equipped with the required skill sets, you can be placed. Don't bother about AI cutting away jobs, taking away jobs, and all that. There are always new jobs which will be created. What is important is, we at the institution will tell you what are the skill sets which are required to adapt to the changing times. And you need to listen to us, that's all. That's all we are asking you. We do all the trainings for you. We tell the students that they should not be contented with only getting placed in MNC. I know a lot of people relax once they get a job in TCS or Cognizant or Infosys or something like that. They get contented and they think their life is done. No. It is only when you aim for a more difficult task and when you achieve that, then I feel you're really successful. So work towards that. Before I leave a message to the students, I would like to address the parents. That too in Telugu, for the benefit of some parents who may not understand English. So, principal garu chala chepparu. పేరెంట్స్కి నేను ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన విషయం ఏంటంటే, మీ పిల్లలందరూ కూడా సూపర్ బ్రైట్ మెరిటోరియస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కాకపోవచ్చు. సూపర్ బ్రైట్ మెరిటోరియస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. కానీ ఇంకా సూపర్ దిస్ నో ఎండ్ టు ఇట్. మనకి కాకుండా బిట్స్ ఉంది, బిట్స్ కాకుండా ఎన్ఐటి ఉంది, ఎన్ఐటీస్ కాకుండా ఐఐటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇంకా ప్రీమియర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో అంత బ్రైట్ కాకపోవచ్చు. కానీ నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, సత్యనారాయణ కూడా అంత ప్రీమియర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ నేను చదువుకోలేదు. సో ఇప్పుడు ఆ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ పోనందువలన కుంపలు మునిగిపోయింది ఏం లేదు. మన పిల్లల్ని వాళ్ళు ఒక మంచి పౌరులుగా మనం తీర్చిదిద్దగలిగితే, వాళ్ళని కనుక మనం ఒక డీసెంట్ లెవెల్కి చదివించగలిగితే మనం సక్సెస్ఫుల్ అని అనుకోవచ్చు. ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా రియలైజ్ అవుతారు అది. కానీ ఎప్పుడు రియలైజ్ అవుతారన్నదే మనం ఆలోచించాల్సిందే. కొందరు తొందరగా అవుతారు, కొందరు కొంచెం టైం తీసుకుంటుంది. ఎవరు పేరెంట్స్ కూడా గివప్ చేయకూడదండి. అంటే ఇంకా వీడు ఇంతే, లేకుంటే మా అమ్మాయి ఇంతే, ఇంకా చదవదు, వీళ్ళు ఇంకా పైకి రారు అన్నది అసలు ఎవరు అనుకోకూడదు. అది అది అయ్యే పని కూడా కాదు. అది మీరు మేము అనుకుంటే 100% ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని కూడా సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా చేయగలం. 100% నేను చెప్తున్నాను. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ గ్రేట్ థింగ్. ఈ జనరేషన్ వాళ్ళు చాలా చాలా లక్కీ అండి. ఇన్ని వందల వేల లక్షల జాబ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. మేము చదువుకున్నప్పుడు, మేము ఆర్టీసీలో చదువుకున్నప్పుడు మేము 240 మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ పాస్ అయితే, మీరు నమ్మరు, ఒక ఇద్దరికే జాబ్స్ వచ్చాయి కాలేజీలో. ఇద్దరికే. మేము 235 మంది బయట ఊరికే వెళ్ళాం వితౌట్ జాబ్స్. సో ఆ టైమ్స్ వర్ డిఫికల్ట్. కానీ ఇప్పుడు అట్లా కాదు. బోల్డ్ జాబ్స్ ఉన్నాయి బయట. సరే, కొన్ని 4 లక్షలు ఉండొచ్చు, కొన్ని 10 లక్షలు ఉండొచ్చు, కొన్ని 15 లక్షలు ఉండొచ్చు, కొన్ని 20 ఉండొచ్చు, కొన్ని 30 ఉండొచ్చు. కొంతమంది పెద్ద కాలేజీలకు పోవచ్చు, కొన్ని ఒక మీడియం లెవెల్ కాలేజెస్ కొందరు పోవచ్చు. కానీ మనం పిల్లల్ని సరిగ్గా ట్రాక్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు తప్పనిసరిగా ప్రయోజకులవుతారు. ఎక్కడ వదిలిపెడుతున్నామంటే, ఇప్పుడు మేము పేరెంట్స్ టీచర్ మీట్ పెట్టామనుకోండి, మంచిగా చదివే పిల్లల పేరెంట్సే వస్తున్నారు. యాక్చువల్గా వాళ్ళకి ఆల్రెడీ ఒక 8, 8.5, 9 CGPA ఉంటే ఆ పేరెంట్స్ వాళ్ళని వదిలేయచ్చు అంటే ఐ మీన్ దే డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు రియల్లీ బాదర్ అబౌట్ దెమ్. అంతా వాళ్ళు పట్టించుకోవడం అవసరం లేదు. మార్కులు చూస్తే తెలిసిపోతుంది. ఒక సెమిస్టర్ 2 సెమిస్టర్లో మీరు మార్కులు చూడండి. వాళ్ళకి కనుక 8 పైన ఉంటే మీరు అంత వరి కావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. కానీ నన్ను అడిగితే ఈవెన్ 6, 7 ఉంటే కూడా మనం మార్కులు చేయాలి. మేము ప్రతి 15, 20 స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఒక మెంటర్ని పెట్టాం. మీరు ఆ మెంటర్తో టచ్లో ఉండండి. మేము మరి ఎల్కేజీ, యూకేజీ పిల్లలకు పంపించినట్టు ఎవ్రీడే అటెండెన్స్ పంపిస్తున్నాం. ఇంతకంటే ఏం చేయమంటారు? ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ డే అటెండెన్స్ పంపిస్తున్నాం. సో మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే పిల్లలు కాలేజీకి రావట్లేదో, ఎప్పుడైతే వాళ్ళకు బ్యాక్లాగ్స్ వస్తున్నాయో, మీరు కనుక మా దగ్గరికి వస్తే మేము డెఫినెట్లీ వాళ్ళకి హెల్ప్ చేస్తాం. సపోజ్ ఒక 3-4 బ్యాక్లాగ్స్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, మేము ఆ కన్సర్న్ టీచర్కి చెప్పి ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ వాళ్ళకి స్పెషల్ క్లాసులు పెట్టి 4 o'clock తర్వాత ఇక్కడ కూర్చోబెట్టి వాళ్ళకి ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ చెప్పించి పాస్ చేయించే బాధ్యత మాది. కానీ మీరు మా దగ్గరికి రావాలి. ఇటువంటి పేరెంట్స్, ఇటువంటి ఎవరైతే పిల్లలు చదవరో వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ మా దగ్గరికి రావాలి. వాళ్ళు వస్తే మేము చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్మోస్ట్ 5,000 స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు మన కాలేజీలో. 5,000 స్టూడెంట్స్. సో ఈ 5,000లో అందరి ప్రతి ఒక్క స్టూడెంట్ గురించి శ్రద్ధ తీసుకోవడం పాసిబుల్ కాకపోవచ్చు. కానీ ఒక టీచర్కి మేము ఒక 15 to 20 స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇస్తున్నాం. ఆ టీచర్ 15-20 స్టూడెంట్స్ని చూసుకోగలుగుతాం. సో దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు టెల్ ద పేరెంట్స్. ఇంకా వేరే విషయాలు, ర్యాగింగ్ కానీ ఇంకా వాటి గురించి మీరు అసలు ఆలోచించకండి. ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మన కాలేజీలో లేవు. మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్లు ఉంటే కూడా ఈ సెషన్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మీరు అడగవచ్చు. హాస్టల్ గురించి కానీ, ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ గురించి కానీ, ఇంకేదైనా కానీ. మేము పేరెంట్స్ని ఒకటే అడుగుతున్నాను, మాతో టచ్లో ఉండండి. మీ పిల్లల్ని చూసుకునే బాధ్యత మాది. దిస్ ఇస్ ఆల్ ఐ హావ్ టు టెల్ అబౌట్ టు ద పేరెంట్స్. And regarding the students, a lot has already been said, so I will not prolong. All I have to tell you is, you are on the center stage. be it management, be it the teachers, be it the parents. We are all working towards your progress. And if you don't realize that, we cannot help you. So there are some things, I know there are a lot of distractions, especially the social media. Have a balance. I wouldn't say don't be on Facebook or Insta, and I never say that because even if I say you will not listen. But try to be on LinkedIn also. This is all I'm saying. And allot some time, maybe 1 hour for this. I would call it a nonsense, but whatever it is. Social media. Beyond that, no. Have fixed study hours. If it is say from 6 to 10 o'clock, అంతకంటే అవసరం లేదండి. 3 to 4 hours more than enough. 4 hours per day. More than enough. If in that 4 hours, if you can give your mobile, of course logged, I always tell, you can log it to your parents for those 4 hours, I am telling you, you'll come up with flying colors. Don't seek for instant gratification. Instant, మీకు ఇప్పుడే కావాలి. ఈ సంతోషం కావాలంటే ఇప్పుడే కావాలి. వీడియో 5 నిమిషాలు ఉందంటే చూడమ్మా. వీడియో 1 నిమిషం అయితే చూస్తాం. అంతకంటే ఓపిక మనకి లేదు. Perseverance is what is important. Very important. Harry Potter's books were rejected 12 times before they were published. So imagine the kind of patience she would have had. And believe in yourself. Participate in as many activities as possible. There are so many hackathons happening. And we have a great incubation center in this building there. One entire floor we have earmarked for the incubation. There are mentors like Van Prakash Reddy garu available to you. So maybe from 2nd year, 3rd year onwards, think in that direction. I mean, that gives a lot of satisfaction. Again, as I said, when you are doing engineering, if you are trying to solve a problem, not even solve a problem, if you are trying to think of a process or a product, even that would be a great achievement. So believe, have ethics, morals, very important. Respect towards elders, parents, which we are forgetting. I see many of the students not even wishing their teachers when they pass by. We are forgetting the basics. You are thinking it's not important. So believe in yourself. Have a good character. Set your own goals. And if you work hard, you'll definitely come up with flying colors. All the very best, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. Let's continue introducing the rest of the departments.
Mechanical engineering is the art of using problem-solving techniques and applying them to the design and manufacturing of an object. A mechanical engineer uses creative design and analytical knowledge to turn a concept into something real.
The Department of Mechanical Engineering is headed by Dr. R. Sudarshan, who has 28 years of teaching and research experience in reputed institutions. There are 2 doctorates with an overall of 18 faculty members in the department. Thank you, sir.
Let's introduce to you the department that is considered as the backbone of all engineering departments. The Department of Freshman Engineering, where your epic journey and Student of the Year moments begin. The department enables the students to handle complicated situations and solutions with a thorough knowledge of fundamentals in mathematics, engineering physics, engineering chemistry, and communicative English.
The Department of Freshman Engineering is headed by Dr. Jeannie Rajarani with 32 years of teaching and research experience. There are 45 doctorates and total 60 faculty members strengthen the department. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome to the Department of Management Studies for the Shark Tank experience. Whether you're crafting the next big startup pitch or gearing up for corporate leadership, our dynamic courses, experienced faculty, and diverse network will sharpen your business acumen.
The Department of Management Studies is headed by Dr. J. Parthasarathi with 24 years of experience in teaching and research. There are 2 doctorates in total. There are 14 faculty members in the department. Thank you, sir. That's all about the departments.
We have now come to the most important session of the ceremony. The time to hearken to the insights of our guest, Dr. Vallabhanu Prakash Reddy Garu. Before inviting our honorable guest to address us, it is our pleasure to introduce her to you.
Dr. Vallabhanu Prakash Reddy, an alumnus of Osmania University, IIT Bombay and IIM Bangalore with a postdoctoral degree from the Birla Institute, serves as a partner and director of growth and strategy at Plural Technology Private Limited. Sir's career began with diverse experiences in multinational corporations and startups before founding Bartronics India Limited, a trailblazer in barcode technology, IoT, RFID, and smart card manufacturing.
Dr. Reddy has invested in ventures across the US, Middle East, and Sri Lanka and has been involved in the national ID projects in the UAE, Sri Lanka, South Africa, and UIDAI Aadhaar initiative.
His professional roles include contributions to Spantech Engineers, Amtech, Grey Logic Technologies, PayGST, and PayMyWag. He was a founding director and strategic advisor for Unschool and Urban Kisan, which was selected by Y Combinator.
Dr. Bhanu also served as President, Director, and Trustee of IIM Bangalore Alumni Association, Secretary of Impact in Singapore, and holds various positions in multiple institutions. He currently chairs TI Card globally, represents TI Hyderabad, and serves as Director and Advisor at the Osmania University Foundation and IIM Vizag. Additionally, he is an advising member and mentor at IIT Hyderabad, IIT Hyderabad, T-Hub, and NIMS.
Welcome, sir. We are eager to listen to you.
Thank you, my dear friends. You're brilliant. What a great day today. I really want to thank the chairman girl here, Ravindra girl, Ray girl, the principal who actually called me today. And I'm sure all the faculty members had an opportunity to meet them there. And more importantly, Uday, I just want to tell you, is there any AI tool with you which is working? Because all the preparations that I have done in my aircraft while coming back from Sri Lanka, you told all the points actually. I don't know what to do right now, but still, being an entrepreneur, I can always tell you nice stories to you. So please let us go and hear some stories from my side. I'm so happy when I came into this institute here, when it's looking like one of my IIM institutes here. And thank you so much for building such a great institute actually. No less, nothing else. And what actually made me so happy when I came here inside the room here is, while talking to Principal Garu, Chairman Garu walked inside and introduced himself. By the way, sir, he said no ragging, right? You're being an IPS officer, who can dare to rag here? Please remember all students, whoever wanted to have a rag, maybe you'll not get ragged actually, but other students who are sitting here second and third year, I'm sure you know about that too. There's an IPS officer sitting here, so be careful about that. And I definitely seen the discipline. The way he walked into the room, he was like, running from here and there. I can definitely see that actually. What actually touched me today is the HOD department, madam, she was here. She brought our Saujanya into the room. We were sitting, relaxing, having sipping cup of tea, discussing about the future, about the college and everything. The moment Saujanya walked in, where is she, Saujanya? Okay, she went. Mantra Garu, this is for you actually. When she walked into the room, everybody got up. Even I got up because I didn't know who Saujanya is. I thought she must be some chairman's daughter or some friend, somebody. She must have invested some money into this college. So I also got up. I was folding my hands and standing there. Then, madam, she introduced the students saying that she got so-and-so things, college and everything. And we were all listening to her. What an amazing energy and the communication skills that she has got today. We've been talking about that. She spoke about our interview pattern, our internship, and the way she articulated about her job. I never heard it anywhere. I mean, with my experience, the way she mentioned to me. Hats off to her, Mathura Garu, hats off to you. And I'm so proud today. And more proud today, why? Because I have two daughters, Andy.
So I'm more happy today to see how many girl parents are here today. Please raise your hands. Man, you have some to all of you. Boys, I'm very sorry. All the boys parents, you have to think about what to do actually. Okay? You can come back. The next section is another room there. You can come here. But girls, please do enjoy. I really felt proud today. So yesterday night, sir, while talking back, I have two daughters. So I asked my daughter, hey, I'm going to an orientation program. I keep going, but Gitanjali Institute is a huge institution. I read about it. Tell me what should I do? So I asked my younger one. My younger one, I have two problems in my office, apart from my wife. My two daughters, one is from JNTU, one is from Usmania. And one exam is over, this exam starts. This exam is over, this exam starts. This project is over, that project starts actually. It's fun in my house actually. It's like a circus. I actually enter every day a circus in my house actually. And my younger one said, I asked my elder one, an elder one from Usmania, she said like, Pop, you should be very careful about students. Don't bore them. Talking all those AI, that talk, this talk you be talking about. We are not here to listen to all your scrap and everything across picture to you. Please tell them about your journey, about your entrepreneurship drive that you do actually. How did you start your company? Maybe you should drive down about entrepreneurship. And I asked the younger one, yes, okay. I mean, I'll ask JNTU. So I went to JNTU and asked a question like, what is exactly what should I do them across? She said only one thing to me. Sir, Papa, we are writing exams every day. Don't tell anything about serious about to them. Just talk something very nice to them. Be very nice today with them. So I wanted to be nice with you also, okay? So don't worry about it. That's the greatest part today, and something I made my life today. Okay? So probably I should think about that. And why this is a great day? Because I'm also a parent. I also got children, and I'm also seeing. I was sitting with you in one of the college institution there, studying like in one of the orientation program, listening to the people, my child, and everybody. I'm sure all your students, I'm telling you, your parents here who have come here with lots of hard work. Getting into this college, you just have to remember how they have done it. This goes back to my old story when I was in Usmania University, sir. I lost, 3 subjects in the first year, but my father never knew. He still came and gave fees to me and some fees for the hostel money into my pocket. And he was talking about how did you write your exam. I said, very fine, I liked it. But the guilt conscious was there. So that day, during my vacation, in the weekend day, I went to my house. And I told my mother was mentioning to me, she was at medicine she was not taking. She was diabetic and she was fighting with a lot of things. So she said, I have to get that medicine actually. We said we'll have next month because Minana, he has to pay your fees and a lot of things, hostel, a lot of things he has to pay across future. That left me bad. I said, what nonsense I was doing it in first year, and how did other friends pass but I failed? Why did I take it easy? That was my first lesson in my life. You know what your Saujanya, other people, all your principal, teacher, your chairman guy was mentioning about your network and friends. That day I went back. Whoever passed, and there I used to have that pride to not to meet them because vagabond, all those things. I said I went back to every of my intelligent friends and I took them my classes, my lecture from them actually, more than my teachers. Those people, they came back to me and they helped me to pass it out to you. I felt very guilty. Then I took a decision that I should not never lie. Then I told my dad, and the next month after I passed out, I went to him and said, Dad, I actually, Nana, I fail in a subject, and he said, pass, this is my list. You know what my father said? I came to know when I entered your college. One of your senior students took me and said, your son is actually wasting your time. But I just did not say anything to you because I had a confidence in you. I wanted each parent who is here today, please be confident with your child. Your child is an amazing person. Let me tell you, there will be no person here who was right? Saujanya is one which you saw today. And there will be no more Saujanya in the future. It's only one Saujanya. And your child is also one unique person. Don't disappoint him. As rightly mentioned here, you are the parents. I'm very important to tell you that you should be like a friend to him right now. And students, I want to tell you, till 12th class, 10th class, you should pass 10th class, then intermediate, you relax in 4th year. No, my dear students, your life starts now. Your parents got a land for you. A land is your 4 years land. You should time to build your house right now. Brick by brick, brick by brick. I did the same thing. In my college, sir, you the knowledge of Usmania from everybody, like, I used to go and listen to every lecture that used to happen, just to learn what they are trying to tell us. I was part of it. It doesn't matter from which subject they are coming across you. Even law college, I used to enter and some law guy used to come and used to talk about some case study. I used to go back and listen. Put in everything there. Again, it's up to us to filter it across picture. But what happened when I did all these things here? Network. I built an amazing network. What does it mean? Friends, network. That today helped me and to come and stand in front of you in Geetanjali to speak in front of you on a convocation day. Thank you so much, sir, for bringing me here today. This is something that I felt very proud of. What network that is built is absolutely a uniqueness that made me as a person here. Greatest institutes have been built. And when Ravindra mentioned, like, being from an IPS officer and building an institution, it's not an easy. Don't think that everything comes back like this. When you go back and inside to run a family, you know what is the problem. To run an institution, you know the problem. As an entrepreneur, I can feel it across picture to you. And every parent today, it's time that you should be like more than a friend. I'm sure both have mentioned it. Please listen to that and ensure that you be with your son, child, daughter, be with them, understand what they're trying to do them, whatever help they require, they can do it. Just monitor them, be with them, like a friend. And you can also learn a lot of things here. Your life starts now. Friends for partnerships. Don't have friends for Kalki movie. For Kalki liye jo. Kalki movie is always there, people coming across picture to you. But go and for Kalki liye you make friends. For tomorrow I should have friends for long life. How they can be there. What it can happen. What are all things across picture to you. And most importantly, today I had a very great time. I had a gentleman called Dr. Raju who came, the physics lecturer, along with me to pick up from my house actually. And we were coming and we were discussing with him. Madam, thank you so much for allocating your department person to me. And he was an amazing man. I don't know whether he's here right now or not. If he's here around the place, you can just raise your hands. Anyway, he was an amazing man. So, I was talking to him every 6 months. This is a very important point that I want to tell all of you people. Every 6 months, technology changes. Because I am running a company here. Every 6 months, technology changes. We're talking about AI, right? All of you people talk about AI. I don't want to get into any of the technology. Because I promised my daughter that I'll not talk about technology, but I really want to mention to you how many people have read the first newspaper today, e-note paper today. Just raise your hand. Very few, I can just see that. So while the first article in the newspaper was AI is changed to AGI. You heard about it? Somebody? So if you're not done it, please go back and check our issue. Now what is artificial intelligence to artificial general intelligence is doing it actually? Till now, artificial intelligence is taking the data and working on it. Today, AGI is working one step ahead. It's taking the emotion actually. If I go back and say, hey Alexa, play this love song. So Alexa knows, the AGI will know that he's in love mood, all the songs, that will play for me. That one step ahead across picture team. Things are changing. Technology is changing. Technology is moving ahead across picture team. If AI is talking about, driverless cars earlier, the AI was only looking at driverless car only front. Okay, if something is blocked, AI will understand. But the AGI is actually also seeing what is behind me, what is Bajumeka, Chutpakale Mundanta. It's checking across picture to you. Based on that, the decision is taking. Emotion, everything is happening here. Robotic surgeries. Imagine a robotic doing a surgery for you. It's a crazy idea, right? The world is changing, technology is changing. So what I want to tell you people here, more than learning what is actually happening here, what you are going to learn here, you have to encourage your children. And children, I want to tell you that each one of you people have to learn one extra set of knowledge. Extra course. If somebody is doing something else, like probably you have to go back and check Google. Everything is available there today. There is free courses, free certificates also. Valid certificates. So please put your time, enjoy. Again, Saujanya was mentioning to you, take your time, enjoy. It doesn't matter to you across picture to you. But you can do that actually. Do and encourage. Sharpening your skills is very important. Sharpening your skills every day is important. How much you sharpen your blade, that's how you write, right? Probably you have to sharpen your brain that way actually. Put your efforts in that actually. And do all your work. Earlier, I was talking about Ravindra Garu and sir, and I was talking about Ravindra sir and Uday sir. Do you have an incubation center here? So I'm here today, I've come here as an entrepreneur. I also want to tell all of you students to put your efforts in one way. There are a lot of clubs here. There is an entrepreneurship club also in this college here, as I rightly mentioned. Go back, every student I recommend to you, please join in all the clubs. Active. What will happen that by being there? Your mind will be active. You will get a lot of friends, networking, other than things across picture to you. You spend your time over there. And earlier times, when idea was there, like rightly sir was mentioning just now, Chairman Garu, there are only 2 jobs that we got today. Even when I started my first company called Bartronics India Limited, the first barcoding company in India, and we did Tirupati projects, other big projects we have done. So it was so difficult for me. As an entrepreneur, it was very difficult to raise fund. Today, if you people, you students today, I'll tell you one of the brilliant stories to you. You just have to get an idea. There are people waiting with checks, fund for you, that we want to fund you. I'm sure you might have seen, heard about you, we're talking about your organization in connection with the TIE, all the Indus entrepreneurship programs, the T-Hub, T-Works. Go back, explore all these 6 places across picture to you. Go around the place and see everything right now. There are people to do across picture to you. And I'll tell you a couple of stories that I have to tell you about entrepreneurship programs. Ola, Uber, all these people don't have cars. Do they have cars? Zomato has got a hotel. Swiggy has got a hotel. They're all aggregator platform tools. Young guys like you who are sitting in this room here today are the people who got those ideas. Uber got an idea. The gentleman, I still read that book across picture to you when I went to Y Combinator, I met the Uber CEO. I asked him, I said, how did you get an idea, this man? He said, 2 of my friends went for a party and I was with my friend actually. He said there was no taxi that we were trying to call. 25 minutes I was not getting taxi. So my friend looked at me and said, hey, you have a great idea. You are such a technologist guy. Why don't you do some magic, man, in technology-wise when taxi can come here? He said, I didn't sleep for a week. The founder mentioned to me that I didn't sleep for a week until I created Uber. No car. He doesn't have any car. How did he do that? That's some place. Passion you should have. You all have to have inculcate that passion. If you don't have passion, nothing is there in the world. Something has to be there. Now, because I was there with all these places across picture to you, I said I was working like normal company and as a corporate company. But I always had, one day I went to Tata Motors. I'll tell you about my story. Why am I telling all these things to you? When I went to Tata Motors, I was working from a company and I went to Tata Motors in one of the places. I was sitting in Pimpri Chinchwad plant in Pune. And I did not enter the the company, factory, but on the top of the place I was watching there and working on my computer systems. We were doing some project to Tata Motors. I used to always see some people coming at one place and removing their slippers and going and coming back. Then I thought it should be a temple. So, curiosity, I said, okay, chalo bhai, mera kaam hona jado. I left it and I came back. Fourth day when the project was over, I went and asked manager, sir, I wanted to go to the temple. I said, कौन सा टेम्पल है हमारा पास? कुछ भी टेम्पल नहीं है. सर सब जगह मैं देख रहा हूँ ग्लास से वो चप्पल निकाल के उतर जा रहे, वो मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा because there was a wall. And he said, I can't picture it. He said, no, there is no temple. But can I come back and see? He said, hey, come, I'll show you what it is there. So he took me down. I walked out. You know whose temple was there? Jamshedji Tataji. He said, Jamshedpur में 4 lakh लोग people जो रहते हैं because of this God, they said. And I said, I should also become a God. When he can become God, I can also. Why? What's wrong? I can dream, right? Nobody stops me now. What I took decision of that day, I should have at least not 500 people I should employ. Let me do that. That took me a drive to become an entrepreneur. From a student from the college, the first job, within 2 years, I got this idea. Why? Because I was been interacting with people, talking to the people. An entrepreneur can do something. And I wanted all of you parents here sitting here, encourage your children not to get a job and everything, push them to get a TCS, Wipro, Satyam, all these names that you mentioned here. You tell them that to become a job giver, not job seeker. Maybe this is one word I can leave it to you, but they can do it any given enough time. So I started that actually. And what helped me in this during journey? Communication. I was talking to Chairman Garu, the way Saujanya spoke in front of us, and amazing. And you two kids, you spoke on the stage. I was flabbergasted, man. You guys were amazing on the stage. You have to build that. All students, all parents, everybody across picture to you. Please do remember that. An amazing thing is to build that communication skills. Is not English. Communication skills is just to be able to communicate with people, communicate with your teacher, communicate with your father, communicate with your mother, your peer group, everybody. That is the power of communication. I had that, the network. And I went back and started a company called Bartronics. Nothing stopped me. But before that, what inspired me the story is Oyo. I think you all have about Oyo rooms, right? Oyo rooms, young Bhavesh guy is just an intermediate pass out. He started a company, which is how much? 80,000 crores, billions of money. Even Modi ji stood there and was inviting that Oyo guy, just a 11th class pass out coming back. What did that he do? He created employment, he created business opportunities, he created jobs. Ola, Uber, Swiggy, and everybody. I met Mamadi Srinivas, the Swiggy founder, one of the time, and I met him there. It was only to deliver some parcel. Then they said, somebody called him and said, like, you know, boss, food be delivered, Babu, food knowledge, but Vijayawada boy, he did that actually. How did he do that? What idea went on? Crores of money that they're building up. Today, Amma Akalesun is forgotten. Swiggy, Zomato, and Visa. That is what we become today like actually. But what they've created, that is what the industry is moving around the place. So that is where I started a company. And what I want to tell you is, when I started, my story is very, they said, like, everybody discouraged me. I said, oh, you can't do because your father is not an entrepreneur, somebody is not an entrepreneur. But I said, I determined, let me do that actually. So by the time I finished my MTech, I came back. So people said, like, you know, started my company. And they said, no, you don't have a management experience. Oh, what should I do for getting management experience? So you should be a graduate of MBA or something like that. So I went and searched. I don't have to Google there, but I said, okay, I should do my IAM. If I do it, I will do it in IAM. So I took a sabbatical break. I went for IAM. I finished and came back just to show that I want to become an entrepreneur. So I became an entrepreneur there. I started a company called Bartronics in India Limited. Bar means not that bar. It is barcoding actually. And we set up a company, and I was struggling. But what happened is, I started focusing on the company. I said, no matter what it is, I'll build this company. I was struggling. I was there and I was encouraging my people, my friends, and everybody. Everybody supported me. You know why they supported me? Because they knew that this boy one day will do something. That boy is me, by the way. So they said, this guy can do something. And they started building me something across picture view. And I was failing and failing and failing. And in failing that way, and even also I felt about suicide thoughts I got. I said, nonsense, what am I trying to do right now? This is something bad, I'm not able to do it. Because I didn't learn the art of making money. But still, I went around to my peers, my lecturers, my team members, people, entrepreneurs. I took their time and said, I went back to them to understand what went wrong, how they should do it. They said, you are not delegating your work to somebody. You are doing everything by yourself. Something that I learned on that day. Then I came back. I started building my company. And not believe, I was working, I moved to Tirupati Devasthanam, I met some project for Laddu project, for token project that I went. I used to go regularly over there. And I went and thought like, there is a responsibility, some job in Tirupati Devasthanam temple. And I started working there, asset management, tracking for barcoding, everything I started working with them. And I went to Tirupati every day. I mean, like, every month, 20 days I was there in Tirupati Devasthanam. One day, while I was there, the communication, the network that I built, EO called me and said, Mr. Balu, there is a work actually. There's a crowd management system, we should be able to do it. And I was struggling. I said, what is it? I went and said it. So how many people are here? I do not know. You remember, there was a wristband, barcode wristband for Tirupati Devasthanam temple. So I designed that project over there. I walked along with them. You know what happened? I got 600 crores order. That means if you really work hard, God also will come to you. That is a day I said, you can make God, an entrepreneur is a God across you. I don't call you right now, I'm still not able to go to that place, but I'm telling you to you, if you really work hard and put your efforts very nicely, you will definitely achieve that. Only thing is that small turn will be there. I could not able to achieve it. Just put one more effort. One more effort. That one corner, that success will be waiting there for you. Take that success. That is what is going to happen across you. That's change that is going to happen to you. And we have a brilliant stories from Telangana, from Hyderabad, from here, our own stories. I don't know how many people have remembered the Skyroot guy. The young guys you should know. The guy who is selling satellites. He's from Hyderabad. His name is Pawan. And I don't know how many people, students who are here right now, there is something called as Bala Vikasa Kendra, just very nearby here, do some social entrepreneurship programs. So I really request the management, the students also should be part of the social entrepreneurship programs, where they can help and build that society. And funny Samala, very interesting story, I met him actually. A red bus story, right? Bus ticket story actually. That person, he was working from Bitspilani, came and he started working in a company, TCS, and suddenly realized that he wanted to, his sister was asking in Bangalore to book a ticket for bus to go to Hyderabad. So he used to always go and buy the ticket and come back. He said, let me do online ticketing. He created an online ticketing. You know what happened at the company? He sold it to, with a cash price of 800 crores. Our funny sample. So these are the people who built companies, who have done that actually. So you are focused while studying, while doing it, whatever you're trying to do across to you, also focus upon entrepreneurship, your mindset across to you. Just put your job. Doesn't matter whether everybody should become an entrepreneur, I'm talking today. But that entrepreneurial mindset will create a different person altogether in your own company which you are working. As rightly mentioned, Chairman was mentioning to you, don't be part of that company. You know how employees like Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, who was there in their own company as an employee, why did they reach that to that ground? Because they thought differently. They thought like an entrepreneur in their own company, that they reached that ground actually. That is what, don't think that in just, I'm talking about entrepreneurship program or you're doing some startup here, will end up with you are not becoming an entrepreneur. No. Just think about those different abilities, that the things that you learn from entrepreneurship drive actually. So this is exactly what I really want to mention to you. Success is always in there. After numbers zarur aayega. That's what I can believe in my life. It can be a little late, but it will definitely come back. Because KFC, when company started, I'm sure everybody might have heard about it. He started at the age of 65 years. And KFC, they're all eating across picture too. So success stories, Thomas Alva Edison, everything was lost. He said, okay, people said, they were talking about you. You know what beautiful, when Thomas Edison, he mentioned to me, I still remember that one single line. Oh my God, everything is lost. I'm very happy today. I can start very fresh and new. You also have to think that if something is lost, nothing wrong. You can read back and restart everything across to you. And lastly, which I really want to tell you, is Saujanya has already mentioned, many people have mentioned here. Students, please don't make mockery about your faculty members. When they walked in, the pride before the guests of honors, they were the first people who walked in here. Hats off to all the teachers and faculty members visiting here. Please, please, everybody have to make sure and give respect to the teachers. I'm sure, I'm very happy when she mentioned that to me. So today, before I leave this stage here, I want to give one standing ovation to all these faculty members here. Can you please stand up, please? To all the faculty members. Thank you. So please make sure that whatever they have mentioned about the college, I'm sure to come back here. College will be there to support you, guide you across picture to you. On entrepreneurship drive, I'm promising you, Chairman Garu and Uday sir, that I will be here and I will ensure that my team members, my faculty members, my team and office members will come on a regular basis or monthly. So I promise you here, in front of all the people, please do. I've invested almost into 10 companies. And I don't know how many people know about Urban Kisan, the company Urban Kisan. So I'm also one of the advisory committee member and founding member of the company here. And one of these famous actors, Samantha, also is part of that company. And there are a lot of other companies that we have invested, we have done everything to you. Students, I encourage you people to please do take up those responsibilities and become an entrepreneurial mindset also give it across to you. And I really wish you good luck to your future, to all of you people. God bless you, God bless parents, and God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your vibrant address. I'm sure all students will follow your subtle exhortation.
Employers these days are looking out for candidates who are developed in all spheres. To cater the holistic development of students, Geetanjali hosts numerous core and extracurricular activities through 22 student clubs. All activities are planned and organized by students under the guidance of faculty in charges. The college is associated with Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Heartfulness, Art of Living, ISKCON, etc. to inculcate ethical and civic responsibilities and also to cater to the students' psychological needs. Students are involved in student chapters and professional bodies like IEEE, ISTE, IETE, CSI, SAI, ICI, etc. Many value-added courses on emerging trends of regular courses are offered by the college.
The co-curricular fests like science, mathematics, and literary fests like Alphamatica and Vaisheshika, technical fests like Baswara, Model Expo, IEEE Hackathon, Electrica, Plankathon, Codathon, Smart India Hackathon, and many more are organized.
The fun-filled fest in the college like Annual Day, Rock Band Show, Teachers' Day, Freshers' Day,
Traditional Day, Talent Day, and Dandiyaras are celebrated with great fervor.
the vast sports fields stand testimony to our belief that sports and games are the best ways of relaxation. The annual Sports and Games Fest of the college, Laro Festo, welcomes and celebrates the best sports persons. Students participate and win prizes in both inter-college and intra-college competitions conducted by universities and reputed colleges.
GCET shares information on various activities and initiatives in audio format through the newly launched GCET podcast.
Dear freshers, the college organizes numerous events. Now it's your turn to grab the opportunity.
We move on to the parents interaction session. Dear parents, kindly raise your hands in case you have queries, Our volunteers will give mic to you.
I repeat, kindly raise your hands in case you have any queries. Our volunteers will give the mic to you. If you have any queries, you can reach out to our office also.
Hello, my name is Srinivas. Very good afternoon. I have one question. So basically, we have been hearing quite a lot about the technology, AI, and all jobs are going off. And but one thing, I worked in Bangalore, and my daughter joined my daughter Sarojna in BTech CSE ML this year. So one thing I clearly hear from various summits and other workshops which I am part of course I am from the finance background, but one thing which I'm clearly hearing is that today there is a lot of gap between the academic, the curriculum that they have and also the industry demand, right? So obviously not everyone will be able to be there, but at least there should be all the students and everybody should be able to put their earnest efforts. So I just want to understand, how Gitanjali College is planning to, help the students in order to be able to, bridge that gap that we have, so that they are ready and everyone is able to show up well in their campus hiring program. So, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just answer and maybe our faculty members will add to that. Basically, we are an autonomous college. So, we design the curriculum. And in the Board of Studies, we have representatives from the higher institutes of learning like, IIT, IIT, BITS and all that. That is number one. Number two is we have also industry representatives. So, we keep changing the curriculum according to the industry needs. For sure. There's no doubt about it. But as you said, I cannot say that there's no gap between industry and institution. But we make up through various programs like, guest lectures, and we identify, the gaps in the curriculum and identify these guest lecturers and conduct sessions. That is number one. And number two is training by the industry experts. That also we do. And even for preparing the students for the interviews also, we do a lot of industry oriented training. Anybody?
Yeah, to give you an example, in second year, second semester, they have a course on design thinking for computer science and, emerging areas of computer science. Very recently, in the concluded semester, we had the course itself delivered by industry experts, wherein about 8 industry experts have come. Every Saturday, they have conducted the program from morning 9:30 to evening 4 o'clock. For about 12 weeks, they have done it. Though the requirement was only actually for 48 hours, they have done it for about 72 hours. So I think, and not only that, we are also, doing a lot of trainings through industry experts. And apart from that, we also have some, industry connect, wherein students go to various industries for industry visits and guest lectures delivered by industry experts. And we have some connect with the Infosys, Wipro. Wipro training program is conducted in the college. Wipro actually provides the material. They have trained our trainers. They in turn deliver the course here. So, EPAM is another organization, where our students undergo some training. And of course, Wipro training, for example, is limited to about something like 500 students. And again, EPAM training probably is limited to about 300 students. Well, obviously, students who are interested in various technologies, various courses, they have been given training. design, and then we also have built a 5G communication lab, which, I mean, at least in Hyderabad, except the Mahindra and Pune University, no other college has that. We have, developed a 5G communication lab, and that's being operational. So, again, they are training our faculty on those technologies, and our faculty in turn train them. Well, even with all this, there will always be some gap, but that gap in our institution, at least, we are trying our best to get it minimized and reduced. There will always be a gap, even if one does it in the, bachelor's in the US. So the gap will always be there, but then the gap is probably insignificantly small now. Okay? I mean, it's significantly small rather. It's insignificantly.
Even internships, when students get selected into Cognizant, companies like Cognizant or Wipro, the last leg, that is the 4-2, they're going and doing the internships in the companies itself. Not only these MNCs, even other companies also. We allow the students to go and get their project done in the companies itself. Yeah. Somebody wants to talk.
Thank you, Principal Sir, Chairman Sir, for clarifying my question. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Nagaraj, currently working in Genpact for the past 20 years. With my experience, what we have seen so far is that technologically our students are good, but when it comes to communication and soft skills aspect, we lack a lot. That's where we focus ourselves in our organization. So I would like to know what kind of soft skills would you do? Is it only theoretical or is it practical? The reason is that once they get a practical exposure, they would be more confident because their technical abilities will take them to next level.
Fully agree. So actually we have an exclusive center, started not now, maybe 17 years back. I realized that this is important, and 17 years back itself, we started exclusive center for improving the communication and soft skills of the students. So we have three, am I right? Three soft skills. Total six. We have total 6 courses in English, and they are not practical. Okay, we have softwares, so they do on the system, and not only that, even practically also, we have facilities to record. Suppose the student is speaking, we record his conversation, and then tell him again, show that conversation back to him, and tell him what are the lacunas and how they are to be corrected. So a lot of practical sessions are conducted, and I fully agree with you. Only in one aspect, that English cannot be taught; it has to be learned. Okay, so we tell the techniques as to how the student can improve his communication skills, and by practice they can improve. And that we are doing over a period of time. We don't do it in 3-2 or 3-1 or 4-1 before the companies come to the college. We start right away from first year, so that we understand that it takes at least a minimum of 3 years for a student to improve both communication as well as the language skill. That is also again important. When we say communication skill, as sir was saying, we mistake it for language skill. If somebody is talking good English, we say his communication is good. It's not correct. It's a language skill. So English is a language skill, and we realize the importance of communication skills also. Hope I clarified. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you very much, the principal, Vijay sir, and Bal Prakash sir, chief guest, and Ravindra sir, founder, for your great inputs. My name is S.N. Prasad, father of S.R.A., who joined in CSC first year. My question is just general question. Since I belong to the mechanical engineering, so my question is, what is the future of core branches like mechanical and civil? Because father like me, everybody is pushing their kids towards the CSC only. So what is your feeling about the mechanical and civil engineering branches?
Yeah, I don't know you have seen Times of India today, please refer to Times of India today, wherein they have given the stats of core branches placements. Of course, they have spoken about MIT, which is the Madras Institute of Technology, and College of Engineering and Technology, Guindy. Remember, Guindy was built, it's a big college. So, a stats చూపిస్తూ Times of India lo, they have written as to how the core branches are picking up again. So I don't mean to say that, he was mentioning about 8 lakhs per year and all that. We cannot expect that. But all I can say is one thing. See, what we have to realize, it requires a lot of electronics, computer science, and mechanical. So in that perspective, we are offering some minors in emerging areas like artificial intelligence. For example, we offer a course like major in mechanical, minor in artificial intelligence. So that is the way going forward. They cannot simply say, I will only study mechanical engineering, I will only study civil engineering. No, they have to augment their skills by learning some emerging areas so that they will get jobs.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for your clarification.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I really appreciate your staff, both are teaching and non-teaching. Yesterday and today, I observed they are dedicatedly working.
Can you please speak louder? I didn't get you.
My request is, please give some kind of coaching for preparing GATE exam. Generally, after completion of BTech, they have to write GATE exam.
Yeah, correct.
Similar subjects they will study in different semesters. So who teaches GATE examination subject? They have to give an additional coaching for them. Then automatically, parallelly they will prepare for GATE examination.
Yeah, మీరు అన్నది కరెక్ట్ అండి. సో we have tried giving it coaching for mechanical, civil and triple because mostly GATE exam is required to get jobs into public sectors or to get into higher institutions.
Yes.
So for students interested, we are calling outside faculty also and giving training starting from 3-2. But let me be honest, the number of takers is very less for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
But if your ward is interested, we'll definitely facilitate. That's not a big problem at all.
And by since small section is who teaches that subject, they can more concentrate. They have to explain clearly.
Yes.
Get pointed.
Yes.
Examination pointer.
Yeah, I agree. So before I take any other questions, one suggestion came from the Dean of Computer Science School. That
Good afternoon, sir.
One sec, please. I'm just talking. One second, please. So one suggestion is that if you can, అంటే మీకు వీలైతే ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ కూడా ఒక ల్యాప్టాప్ కొనియండి ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్. ఎందుకంటే అది 4 ఏళ్ళు పనికొస్తుంది. సో కొన్ని డౌట్స్ ఏంటంటే ల్యాప్టాప్తో ఏం చేస్తారు, చదువుతారా, ఇంకేమైనా చేస్తారా? మా ఉద్దేశం, నేను చూసింది ఏంటంటే ఒక వేరే వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా వేరే అంటే ఐ మీన్ చదువు కాకుండా ఇంకా వేరే ఇతరత్ర యూజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు, దాని గురించి మనం ఆలోచించకూడదు. మీకు వీలైతే మీరు కొనిస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే మనం మొత్తం క్యాంపస్ అంతా వైఫై ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి క్లాసెస్లో ల్యాప్టాప్తో చెప్పడం ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. అంటే మనకి ఈ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ ఉంటాయి కానీ ప్రతి ఒక్కటి ఈ క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఉండదు. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్మోస్ట్ మనకు 85+ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో 85+ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ ఈ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. అదే మీరు ల్యాప్టాప్స్ కొనుక్కుంటే వాళ్ళు ల్యాప్టాప్స్ తీసుకొస్తే ఎస్పెషల్లీ కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ రిలేటెడ్ వాళ్ళకు ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. యా, ఐ థింక్ వీ కెన్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్.
Very good afternoon, all the dignitaries on the dais, sir. I really inspired by Chairman, Chief Guest sir words regarding entrepreneurship. Sir, is there any EDC cell in our college to encourage the students in that way, sir?
Yes, that's what I was telling. If you are interested, please go to that block 5, the one to the right, on my right and to your left.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's a 25,000 space center. And మొత్తం 25,000 space లో earmarked for incubation.
Okay, sir.
అది ఏం చేసామంటే we kind of create an informal environment. You know, incubation అంటే the students should be inspired to do something. Okay. So what we did there is we have a computer related lab, one thing. We have a tinkering unit with all the equipments which are required to make any product. And then we have an amphitheater ambience. Then we have some sports. We have some coffee. After that is informal space so that the students gather there and then spend some time thinking about, getting new idea, the new ideas, discussing about the new ideas they get and how they can really incubate. So if you have a full-fledged facility, you can just go and see.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Dear freshers, it is your college and career. This is the right platform to get your doubts clarified. Thank you.
It's time to express our gratitude to our guest, Dr. Vallabhanu Prakash Reddy. Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time, and as token of appreciation, we request our chairman, sir, and principal, sir, to felicitate our guest.
Now, I would like to invite Hansika to propose the vote of thanks.
I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Dr. Vallabhanu Prakash Reddy, sir, for being here with us today. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I thank all the distinguished invitees, parents, and guardians present here for accepting our invitation. A huge thanks to everyone for making this event a grand success. Thank you. I would like to repeat the announcement for the benefit of those who have come after the program commenced. The orientation classes for the newly admitted students will be held from tomorrow, that is 19th August 2024. Kindly note that proficiency classes will be held in the college during these days. First year students will also be taken to centers outside the college for orientation on universal human values. These classes are held as per the directions of AICTE and JNTUH. Attendance to these classes is mandatory. I repeat, attendance to these classes is mandatory. First year students are required to report to college by 8:50 a.m. tomorrow. Students must report at the allocated venues by 8:50 a.m. on 19th August 2024. Details of venues are displayed at the centers of Block 1 and Block 2. I repeat the instruction. Students must report at the allocated venues by 8:50 a.m. on 19th August 2024. Details of venues are displayed at the entrance of Block 1 and Block 2. After the attendance is taken, students will be taken to the centers by college buses and they will return to college by 3 p.m. as per the schedule. Students are requested to carry their lunch and water. The lunch from August 2024. Parents are requested to visit the campus and have a look at the central facilities. For any queries on transport, kindly contact Mr. Mahinder, who will be available in Block 1 ground floor. The management has arranged lunch for all of us, and on its behalf, I request all the parents, guardians, and first year students to enjoy lunch, which is being served in the ground. I request the faculty and volunteers to have lunch after the parents. I wish the very best to all first years. Thank you.